Hey, what is up guys? And today we're going to be taking a look at a new action camera. It's called the Firefly 8SE. Now I've already reviewed the 8S and this is the 8SE. Now the only difference between these two is the fact that this has a touchscreen. Now I have been reaching for these quite often. Actually, it's the only thing I've been reaching for to set up on my RC flying wings, and it's a pretty good camera on your quadcopters as well. However, you need to take something into consideration. It is slightly susceptible to jelloing if you're going to use it on a quadcopter, depending on how well your tune is and how well balanced your props are. So that comes back to you. But on flying wings, this thing has been performing amazingly. No hiccups, nothing strange. It's recording. I haven't lost any footage, which is really nice. And the capabilities of this is remarkable as well for the price. So before we getting into some of the flight footage, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the things that it comes with, because it comes with quite a lot of things here. So for around $100, you're getting a pretty decent amount of extra accessories here. So one thing they do provide you with the 8SE, which they do not provide with the 8S, is an external microphone, which works via mini USB here. Now the microphone is pretty decent, which is really nice because it does tend to pick up a lot of wind noise sometimes. So that's a really nice addition that is added, and they really didn't have to do that. So that's a huge plus here. They also give you some strapping solutions if you ever needed them. They give you 4 or I think 5 of them. So that's pretty cool. A waterproof case for it with a replacement lid. Now however, I wish that they gave us a replacement front plate here, because when I put this on my RC cars on the 8S, this kind of gets damaged and then I had to just remove it. So it's really easily to remove. I don't know how easy it is to find a replacement for the front here. And again, I wish the back was the replacement instead of this side here, or should I say the front lens part. But that's really nice. They provide this in the package itself with both the 8S and the 8SE. They also give you extra double-sided tape here if you needed those, and I'll show you for the mounting solutions. Now they give you 2 of these here, and these will basically just take on whatever you want. They do have double-sided tape on the bottom. However, if you can take a look here, this one has a tripod mounting solution and this one does not. Also, if you are planning on putting this on a helmet, you're gonna have to get a different one, because the GoPro, when they provide you with 2 also, they give you one that is also curved, so you can sit on a helmet just perfect. But it is compatible with the GoPro ones. This is how I usually set it up on my helmet if I wanted to use that. So yeah, take that into consideration. These are just flat, and they do provide you with 2 here. So let's put these to the side. So they also give us a lot more mounting solutions here. So here's also another adapter which would connect into this just like so, and it'll also work on the GoPro type mount. So if you wanted a specific GoPro with the GoPro double-sided tape that they use, because that's some pretty strong tape, you can go ahead and pick some up, and it's fully compatible, which is really nice to see here. You also get some more mounting solutions here, as you can tell right here. And you also get one to basically hook up to a pole or something of that nature. So you just stick it in there and then, tighten it down on that pole, and then you're good to go. It's recording whatever you wanted recorded. So that's really nice. They also give you the USB cable here, which is a huge plus as well. They give you a lot of cool things. There's also another extra accessory that they do not provide you with. However, I did purchase. It's basically a USB, and what it happens is it outputs the analog video, and it outputs the analog video so you can pipe it through a VTX or a video transmitter, and you get that video back. But not only that, it also gives you an extra cable out for a PWM input. So if you were to click, like for example on the RC transmitter, it has, let's just say, a 2-position switch or a 3-position switch. If you clicked up, it'll start recording, which is really nice, and if you click down, it'll take a picture. If you put it right in the middle, it'll stop recording. So this way you don't just start it to have it start recording and then you go fly, and then next thing you know, you have wasted all your battery, and that wasn't the time where you wanted it to record, or you just used up all your memory. So that's a huge plus. And not only that, that little extra accessory, I'll have it linked down below, allows it to charge the camera itself also. So if you can give it straight direct battery voltage, it has a regulator in it which gives it 5 volts, so it'll keep it charged, which is really cool and really nice to see. However, I do wish they provided that with the kit, but again, not everybody's going to be using it to the extent that we are, especially my viewers here. Now it does have inbuilt stabilization, software stabilization. It does have a gyro on board, and it also has a removable battery, which is a huge plus, especially if it gets, if it freezes for some reason. Sometimes the 8 8S usually froze when I turned on Wi-Fi or had Wi-Fi to auto start when it starts. However, I've never really used the software for it. I don't think the app is that great, to be honest. However, I'm not really much of a need for the app because currently all I do is basically just look at the screen, make sure everything's good, and I'm set to go. Now, this is a touchscreen version, so let's just get a closer look here. All right, so some of the features that it has, I'm not going to go through everything because it has so many things and it'll just be a very long video. I'm just going to scroll through the video resolutions here so you can see them for yourself. It does have slow-mo, 120 frames per second, which is really nice. I did test it, but I don't have the footage for it because I erased it, and it's just, yeah, it wasn't something to show you guys anyways. So we have 4K 30 frames per second. This is the maximum it can record. 4K 25. I'm just going to scroll down slowly so you can kind of see everything here, and you can pause it wherever you want. So as you can tell, these are some of the things that it can record in, and you can go all the way down, and the touchscreen is very responsive, and once you start recording, just give it a little bit, it'll automatically go into lock mode. So if you place it into something where it touches, you don't have to worry about that, which is really nice. So you can also choose the video quality, auto light, so gyro on and off. This is the auto stabilization if you wanted it. Now I think on 4K it does not work, only at 1080p, and I usually just record everything in 1080p 60 frames a second. Motion detect, basically start recording when you move. Dual files, I don't know exactly what that is, but we'll probably come back to that. A logo watermark, and loop record if you're gonna have this in your car or something, so it just keeps overriding the memory if it gets full. And let's see what else we have. Quick capture, that means when you boot it, it'll automatically start recording. And then we have the delay, NTSC. So this is what I was talking about, the adapter that you can purchase for it, and it'll output the analog video for you. And you can also choose between PAL and NTSC, which is really nice. And we do have light frequency here. Let's take a look in here. So you can choose this if you're getting a little bit of flickering in your video. Distortion correct, LCD brightness. You can also choose, if I find it here, I'll show you right now. You can also, yeah, this thing also has Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, so if you ever wanted to check something of that nature, so that's really cool. So if you wanted to access the menu, we would go through here, and this is the menu here. So record is basically recording, video time lapse, which is really nice for 3D printing, playback options so you can check it, car mode, this will just keep, just overriding the memory, and we also have slow-mo mode. Slow-mo mode, you can record 1080p 120 frames per second, but this does the slow-mo for you here, which is really nice. But if you wanted the video also to be just a normal video, then you would just record in the normal recording area, which would be, if I'm clicking this button here, which would be in record here, and you can change it to 120 frames per second, record normal video, and then if you wanted to drop the speed, you can do that in the software, whatever editing software you're using, not the software for this. So if you wanted to change to, let's just say the picture mode, all you have to do is you click the mode button once, and then now you have all the options. You should have all the options. There we go. That's now in picture mode, as you can tell there. If we go into option here, it'll give us even more options for the picture mode: exposure, photo lapse, playback, capture. And when it saves the pictures and the videos, it creates different folders for the pictures and different folder for the video files, which is nice to see as well. And if we go in here, the maximum we can do is around 16 megabytes or megapixels, and there's the resolution for us. So I'll just scroll down through these so you can see them. So that's all it can do here, and you can choose the quality fine. I think this means sharpness. That's what they're trying to go for. Raw photos, so you can take the raw video files if you wanted to edit those. It also has, photo burst, photo time lapse. It has a lot of crazy cool things, and you are getting quite a lot for what you're paying for. And why am I using this? Even though I do have a GoPro, and I am thinking of getting a GoPro 7, but when I'm thinking about it, that what if I put it in my RC airplane and for some reason it dropped out of the sky, I'd be more afraid to lose that one than this one. And I can still get very amazing, beautiful video footage with this one, but at a lower risk of me losing a lot of money. So it's a really good option here, especially if you're on a budget or you're just putting it into something that anything that could possibly go wrong. It's not that big of an investment to be afraid of, which is what I really like about this. And it also does have an HD output, so this is, I think, a micro HD. They don't provide that cable for you, but you'll have to bring that for yourself. And they also give you this little nice shade cover thingy to protect the lens here. And by the way, this has taken quite a bit of impact with what I'm using it on. Since I'm using it on my racing drones, I'm using it on my RC airplanes, and it's overall been handling very well. I haven't lost a single video, you know, it hasn't gotten stuck or just lost any kind of file. Everything has been performing really great, and I've only been using it at 1080p 60 frames a second. And well, that's going to conclude it for my current review of the Firefly 8 SE, and I have been using it for quite a while now, maybe around 3 weeks now, and it's just performing really great. And well, I'm going to leave you guys with the footage now so you can check it out for yourself, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, guys.